It was supposed to be a normal dinner. Just another quiet evening between husband and wife. Nothing unusual, nothing dramatic. We were sitting across from each other, like we had done so many times before, but something about that night felt different. Heavy, silent, like the air itself was waiting for something to happen. She wasn't her usual self. No small talk, no smile, just a distant look in her eyes. I tried to start a conversation, but she barely responded. I remember asking her if she was okay, and she just nodded without even looking at me. Then she put her fork down. That moment changed everything. She took a deep breath, looked at me directly, and said the words I never expected to hear. "I can't do this anymore." At first, I didn't even understand. I thought maybe she was talking about the day, the stress, or something small. But then she repeated it in a calmer, colder voice. "I'm leaving you." It felt like time stopped. The restaurant noise faded. The people around us disappeared from my awareness. It was just her and me now, sitting in silence that suddenly felt unbearable. I asked her what she meant, even though I already knew the answer. She said it wasn't sudden, that she had been feeling this way for a long time. That she felt alone even when I was right beside her. Those words hurt more than I can explain. I wanted to fight for it, to fix it, to ask her to stay. But something in me froze. I just sat there, trying to process what was happening. Then I asked her if there was someone else. She didn't answer immediately. That silence was enough. But before the moment could sink deeper, something unexpected happened. Her face suddenly changed. All the calm, all the certainty she had a moment ago disappeared. Her eyes shifted toward the entrance of the restaurant. She went pale, completely pale. I turned slightly confused and asked her what was wrong, but she didn't answer. Her lips trembled as she whispered something I couldn't fully hear. "No, this can't be happening." That's when I saw him. A man standing at the entrance, looking around the room like he was searching for someone. And the moment her eyes locked onto him, everything in her broke. She looked terrified. Not surprised, but terrified. I asked her who he was, but she couldn't even speak properly. Her hands were shaking as she whispered that she thought he was gone forever. And then he started walking toward us. Step by step, calm and confident, like he knew exactly where he was going. And the closer he came, the worse she looked. It was like watching someone's past suddenly come back to life in front of them. He reached our table and stopped. For a few seconds, nobody spoke. Then he looked at me and said something that changed everything. "You deserve to know the truth." I asked him what truth he was talking about. He looked at her first, then back at me, and said that he wasn't just someone new from her life. He was someone from her past, someone she thought she had lost forever. And then he revealed something that hit me harder than anything else. He said he was the reason she was leaving me. My mind went blank. I turned to her immediately, asking if it was true. She couldn't even look at me. That was the answer in itself. She finally admitted that he was someone she had loved before me, someone who disappeared from her life suddenly. She thought he abandoned her. She waited for him, and he never came back. Eventually, she moved on. Eventually, she married me. But now he was standing right in front of her again. And everything she thought she had buried came back. The man explained that he never left her by choice. That something forced him away. that he tried to come back, but by then it was too late. She had already built a life without him. And now, years later, fate had brought him back into her world again. I listened to everything in silence. Not because I didn't have anything to say, but because I finally understood the truth. This wasn't just about betrayal. This was about unfinished history. About two people who never got closure. And one person who unknowingly stepped into the middle of it. I looked at her one last time and asked her a simple question. What do you want now? She didn't answer immediately. Tears filled her eyes as she looked between both of us, trapped in a moment she never expected to face. Finally, she whispered the truth. I don't know. And that was the most honest answer she could give. Because sometimes life doesn't give clean endings. Sometimes the past returns when you've already built your present. And sometimes love isn't about who you choose. It's about who you can't forget.